Hey guys, welcome to Scrapaway Sunday. Here I have lavender cardstock and today I'm going to show you a technique called tape transfers. This is by far the most easiest technique I've ever used on my cards. This is an old book. I usually use famous size and I'm taking a piece of cello tape and cutting a piece out of it and sticking onto the paper. Now make sure to rub it as hard as you can so the paper sticks well to the tape. Now pull it out with a jerk. Here's the final result. Now you need water, and in water absorbent surface I've used plastic sheets. Now invert the tape and rub your wet finger on it as hard as you can. Just make sure to pull out all the fibers you can. Here's what you're gonna get. Now I'm gonna use this light brown cardstock as my base, and I've made 2 to 3 transfers and I'm gonna stick them all together. The adhesive at the back of the tape is strong enough to stick it, so you don't need to apply any special adhesive for transference. I love the washed out effect it gives. Amazing. Now I'm going to punch out a circle out of it. Here I have Fevicol glue drop, the Indian version of the glue dot, and I'm going to use white fabric flowers. Now here's the trick. This glue drop here is so large, I never use it all together. I'm used to cutting out 4 parts out of it, and I only use a quarter of it wherever needed. And that's quite economical. Now I'm going to crumple this fabric flower. I actually thought I am going to use these 2 flowers together, but then I didn't feel the need of it. Now I'm going to take this chocolate chip paper and I'm going to cut out one small circle out of it, and I'm going to use this Fevicol white liquid adhesive and I'm going to stick it on the larger circle. Now here's my double hole punch. I usually use this to make 1 by 8 inch, I think that's the radius, circle. I forgot to mark the center of the circle, so it makes it easier to align the circles together. Then I thought I'm going to use this flower, but it had a rough edge on the other side, so I cut it out into 2 pieces and I've used the better part of it, so I didn't waste it. I've cut a small piece of chocolate chip cardstock and I'm gonna round the corners to smoothen the edges. Now I'm gonna cut two slits at the two borders to make it a tag so I can put ribbon through it. I actually had to cut that part of the video because my head was in the middle. Now I'm going to write a sentiment onto the chocolate chip cardstock. And I've punched out a red heart and I'm going to paste it with a foam dot, basically foam tape. I put chocolate chip ribbon through the slits of the tag. Now I'm going to use cello tape, but first I'm going to use foam tape to stick the tag onto the lavender handmade paper. And now I'm going to use the cello tape to stick the ribbon at the back. Now I'm going to use this double-sided adhesive. I've punched out two circles and I've set eyelets in them, and I'm going to thread this cloth through the circle. Now I'm going to tie a knot and thread the button through it and tie a bow. Now I'm going to use another quarter of the glue drop to stick a button on the top of the fabric flower. I think the color of the button is vanilla. Now I'm going to use foam tape to stick it on and give it dimension. But first I'm going to use this lavender ribbon and thread it to the hole. Now I'm just going to tie a light knot, just one knot. Now I'm going to stick this piece of handmade paper on the top of the card and paint the circle on the top of it. and that's it. I'm done. I hope you enjoyed this card, and thanks for watching.